Okay, so here's the question that it gave us. The equation says the following is an equation of a circle. Determine if the point -1 square root of 2 lies on the circle. So we need to determine whether this point fits on this circle. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to graph this circle. So here's some things I need to figure out. I need to get the h, I need to get the k, and I need to get the radius. So here the h would be the opposite of this number, so that's -1, and the opposite of this number would be k, which is 2, and the square root of this number is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and graph this circle, -1 and 2, and I have a radius of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there is my circle. So what I'm trying to figure out if this point lies on the circle. So I'm trying to figure out if -1 and the square root of 2 lies on the circle. So here's what I'm going to do. -1 and square root of 2, does it fit on this circle? So the first thing I need to know, my radius is 4. So I'm going to take my center and write that ordered pair down, and I'm going to find the distance between the center and this point right here, and if it equals my radius, then yes, this point lies on my circle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the distance formula to help me out with this. You can graph it and kind of make a guess, but I'm going to show you how to use the distance formula, and if it's 4, then we're good to go. So the distance formula tells us to do x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So here I'm going to call this x1, y1. I'm going to call this x2, y2, and I'm just going to substitute in. And I'm going to show you how to graph your calculator once we get it all substituted in. So let me change colors. I'm going to change to black. So my x2 is -1, and remember, anytime we substitute in, we put in parentheses. My x1 is -1, so squared, plus my y2 is the square root of 2. Make sure I put that in parentheses. My y1 is 2. Make sure I put that in parentheses. There, close it, squared. Now, we're going to go use our calculator. Remember, I told you guys that you won't be allowed to use the graphing calculators on the EOC, but that's okay because Desmos works just like the graphing calculator. So go ahead and go to Google. And I'm going to show you how you can type in your calculator. So you're just going to put Desmos, and you're going to do Desmos Scientific Calculator. And voila, there you go. So I'm going to push this square root symbol, and then I'm just going to toggle back and forth to see what I'm supposed to substitute in. So -1 minus, oops. Guys, make sure you're careful to make sure this is expanding correctly. And then minus, I'm not the biggest fan of Desmos, but it is what it is. We're gonna make this work, babies. And then the next one was open the parentheses. Oh, wait, plus. So if you're struggling with this, that's okay. You see what I'm doing. We're going to struggle together, babies. And then square root 2. And then I need to close. Whoa. I need to come from under there. Close that. Minus. Open the parentheses. So you're really just typing in what you have on your paper. And just be careful because this thing like to bounce around. Close that. Then square it. And we are going to get, if you go, oops. If you notice here, this is saying that it's undefined. So that means there must be a negative number under this radical. So if it's saying undefined, then we're going to go back and we're going to write just that. It says undefined. And if it is undefined, what we're going to go and say, since we know that undefined does not equal 4, we're going to say that -1, the square root of 2, is not on the circle. And I'm going to go check one more time to make sure I got all that stuff in there right. Oh, wait, I see a mistake. Okay, I see a mistake here. Okay, let me put that back. There we go. So now it's no longer undefined, but it's still 0.59. So let me go and change that. So it's not undefined. I messed up. So if you get undefined, just go and look and see what you did wrong. 5.9, babies? Yep, 5.9. So that's the distance. And we're going to say -1, the square root of 2, is not on the circle because it does not equal the radius. And we're done. It's not on the circle because, yeah, we'll go ahead and say because the distance from the center to the to that point is not equal to the radius. So let's write that a little clearer. Let's write that. It says is not on the circle, and we're going to put because the distance from the center to the point is not 4, and 4 is the radius. Okay, all right, so let me see if we have any more. Nope, that is all, my dear students. Okay, I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Bye. And we will have a quiz, so make sure you study. Bye-bye.